Okay, so boom, the first time I got called the police in prison. So at this point, me and my daddy still sentenced. They just got through hollering, child time. Everybody going down to breakfast. Me and Pop sitting down watching the news watching us in the news watching each other. So as we watching the news, all of a sudden, we hear the CO holler, Baker, Baker. And when she say that, my daddy don't really fool with the police. He believe in making the police do their job. So if they want anything, they're going to have to come up to the cell. And guess what they did? They came to the cell. Dramatic effect, me please. Do. Baker. Baker. My daddy look at me, I'm looking at him, we looking at each other. He holler, boo, get the door. Like I'm his flunky. At all times. I got to get the door, I got to do this, I got to do that. That was so dead. I hit the door. What's going on, CO? You know what I'm saying? I gotta act like ain't nothing going on. I can't alarm the police to make them feel like we doing something we ain't got no business to do. Cause something that simple as them coming up here to give us some information could have turned into a whole search. So she like, Joe Baker? I said, yeah. She said, you need to pack up, you going to pending investigation. I said, huh? So at that point, my daddy done stood up. He said, who going to pending investigation? She said, Joe Baker. I said, which one? She said, what do you mean? I said, both of our names Joe Baker. She didn't know me and my pop. You know what I'm saying? She knew. She didn't know. You know what I'm saying? She don't know nothing. So she pulled out the paperwork. Out. 142631. That's my pop's number. I said, yeah, but we both at the door at this point, like, what's this about? Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I was told to do. I got a call to tell Joe Baker he need to pack his stuff up. He finna go to pending investigation. That's all I know. And I was like, man, so what? I don't know nothing. She walked out the door. Cool. So when she walked out the door, me and my daddy sitting here, we having a whole little, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to him, he's talking back, we converse. We having a whole little conversation. But see, at this point, I'm also engaged to the correction officer, the little Indian junk, the one who bringing me in everything. You know what I'm saying? They know something going on, but they don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm like, man, that's the only thing it could be. But the G's had also just got into something. And they probably thinking my daddy still got some kind of hand in certain things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? One of the main G's just got pushed to the back. Y'all want to hear that story? Say you want to hear what G-Body got pushed to the back, because that was the first time I ever seen the head of the compound get sent to PC, and it was quite funny. It was really hilarious. So look, check this out. So my daddy go ahead and pack his stuff up. When my daddy get through packing his stuff up, they call inspection. Inspection is where everybody got to stand on the outside of their door, and they come through and they look and they make sure your cell is what they call in compliance. Your bed got to be made a certain type of way. Your clothes got to be folded a certain type of way. Your commissary got to be on a certain shelf, and everything got to look like they want it to look. It's got to be in compliance. So when they come through, when they get to our cell, the green team get to our cell, they tell my daddy, you can go ahead and leave with us. Now, everybody in the pod, you know what I'm saying, at this point, like, dang, what's going on with Big Joe, man? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So he ain't saying nothing, you know what I'm saying? My daddy wanted them to do, even though he in the penitentiary, he feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm pleading the fifth. You know what I'm saying? Anything I say can't be used against me in the court of law. So when people, hey, Joe, where you going? He ain't even telling these folks he going to pending investigation. He ain't saying nothing. He just walking on to the back. He wait for his inmate advisor, you know what I'm saying, who is basically your lawyer in the penitentiary. Send me my inmate advisor. Until then, I don't have nothing to say. So he go on back there to the back. Now at this point, I'm gonna be honest with you, my heart was a little broke. My heart was a little broke. Let me say, commercial break me, please. Because this a little bit right after me and my daddy had our heart to heart. You know what I'm saying? We had started getting closer. Our bond had started getting stronger. Now, at this point, I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on, because not only is me and my pops done started kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot going on, you know what I'm saying, with the CO. You know what I'm saying? And me and my daddy were handling business together. So I'm sitting in this cell, I'm trying to rack my brain to figure out what's going on. Is somebody telling? Is it the administration? You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm kind of lost. But I'm really only focused on, dang, man, took my daddy, you know what I'm saying? Because even under the circumstances that we were in, this is the only opportunity that I've ever had to be around my pops. You know what I'm saying? We probably went to see him a couple of times when we was younger. But at this point, me and my dad had been in the cell together for some months. So they just abruptly snatch my dad up and take him to pending investigation, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm kind of crushed, but I'm holding together. You know why? Because you in the penitentiary. And when you in the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, you can't even show that you going through something emotionally. You got to carry that hard exterior at all times. And this was a moment I needed to be like, man, this is crazy. But people who come in to holler, man, what's going on with Pop? They're not even concerned about your mental. Only thing they want to know is what's going on. Because the people in the penitentiary, not only are they nosy, they also got stuff going on. So they want to know if it's some fishy business going on, if anybody telling as well. They don't even care that I'm sitting here, never been around my daddy, never really got to kick it with him like that, and they just abruptly snatch him and take him to the bed. They don't care nothing about that. So get what I'm doing? I'm playing my role. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. Police did this and that, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing my role, but really, I'm talking about, I'm crushed. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, I'm crushed. Get what? I worked at the wood plant at the time. So the next day, I go to work at the wood plant. While I'm at work at the wood plant, they come over the loudspeaker. Baker, we need you to come to the front. So I walk my little bow-legged tail up to the front. I don't know what it is. They tell me, you need to go to your cell. You need to go to your unit and go to your cell. I'm like, man, what's going on? So when I get to the unit and go to my cell, guess what? They done ramshacked my cell. They done searched it. I'm talking about flipped it upside down. At this point, I got an idea what this is about. This is about the Gale. This is about the little Indian judge bringing me the stuff in, and the administration trying to cause whatever it is that they can do to make me feel like I'm under some pressure. So they done move my pops. Now after they done move my pops, they finna start harassing me and searching my cell. Get what? A couple of days after that passed, you know what I'm saying? I get word from my dad. He sent me a kite. You don't know what a kite is? Just like a little letter. You know what I'm saying? Let me know you ain't never been to the penitentiary. If you ain't never been to the penitentiary, I advise you, never go to the penitentiary. So my daddy sent me a kite. He tell me he finna get transferred. He going to another prison. So when he tell me he going to another prison, you know what I'm saying, before I finish the letter, a tear done drop. Hit the paper. Because at this point I'm thinking, man, this is crazy. Like, it's hard to even put in words like how I felt at the time. Because now the first time I feel like I had an opportunity with my dad, it's being snatched right off from under me. You know what I'm saying? Unexpectedly. Now, when anything happen unexpectedly, you know what I'm saying? It's a different kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying? When you got time to prep for something, like if somebody finna pass away or you finna get ready to go and do something or something, and you already, you know what I'm saying, calculating it and understanding that that's coming, you can deal with the pain kind of different. This happened like, you know what I'm saying? It was like snatching a Band-Aid off. So I finished the letter. He tell me in the letter, once he get down there to where he gonna do whatever he got to do to get me down there to the prison. But this is this is the second time, which would be the third time my daddy trying to get me moved to another prison, and they not finna do that. You know why? Because my daddy got a pattern. The first time he got moved from the penitentiary where I was at, it was because he was selling tobacco. They moved him to the prison. He had to wait a year before he could get me moved. I get to this prison, guess what? They moving him for a similar situation because it's narcotics being moved. His name is involved. Even though it's me doing them, his name is involved. So now he going to another penitentiary, and then they know they ain't gonna say why they transferring him. So when he get down to that prison, he gonna try to wait a certain amount of time, and then he gonna ask them to move me down there. And at this point, they probably gonna say, nah, we not doing that, because every time y'all do get together, it's y'all got something going on, you ain't got no business going on. So the best thing is for y'all not to be together. So I'm like, man, that's crazy. So I fumbled them. You know what I'm saying? Throw it away. I lay in the, you know what I'm saying? I done fixed myself. All this stuff is going on, right? So get what? I went on and made another move. You know what I'm saying? I got some weed in the cell, and then while I got the weed in my cell, my cellie is out doing whatever he want to do. It's a homeboy, you know what I'm saying, from the hometown that I done moved in the cell with me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Concrete. What up, my guy? I be watching it. You know what I'm saying? So we sitting in the cell. I'm sitting in the cell chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there on the toy. And as I'm on the toy, I got a couple of thimbles in my pocket. You don't know what thimbles is, and let me know you ain't never been to the penitentiary. And if you ain't never been to the penitentiary, I advise you to never go to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So I got about 20 some thimbles in my pocket in one big bomb. In my other pocket, I got about 3 or 4 loose thimbles that I probably was finna get ready to sell to somebody. I can't remember. But I'm sitting here, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the cell trapping. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, I get a tap at the door. Ta, 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 ta. Hey, Joe T, I don't know what you got going on. I know you got the V up, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking out for you. But hey, old boy down there just got hit, you know what I'm saying, just got hit up by the Mexicans. And I said, huh? they say, oh, yeah, dude just got stuck on down there in the corner, said, you know what I'm saying, he was in debt, you know what I'm saying, I just want to let you know, because the green team probably finna come in here. So when he say that, instantly, I pop the door, call my homeboy over, you know what I'm saying, to move the phone. Hey, commercial break me, please. Hey, listen to me, check this out real quick. If you ain't already went and got my book, I need you to go get the book. I'm gonna put the book back on sale for a limited time, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do $20. The book, you can get both books for $20 for the rest of this month. If you're looking for the website, because so many people inbox me or they get in the comment section and they say, what's the website? The website is jtb3.org. I'm also, for everybody who's been asking about the audio version, I have an audio version. It's on my website. When you go to my website, go to the 3 lines at the top. Go to shop, then go to store. And when you go to store, stroll